Okay, welcome to this time-lapse video of this painting, and I do hope that you see through the whole thing. You also find a link in description to the main painting lesson, so check that one out. And of course you can see some of the textures. I also will talk about the painting at the end when I show you the details from photo and stuff, so check that out. There's a hyperlink in description, so you can jump to that if you want to see the end here. Okay, now it's very important that you give a thumbs up, that you leave a comment, that you put it into your playlists, and remember to put on the notification bell on my channel so you actually get a notification every time I post a video. And share it on social media. Yeah, so hope you enjoy, and I see you in the next video. Stay cool, keep painting, have fun, and live. Okay, here we are. Welcome to this time lapse. As you can see, I have started on this a little bit earlier, and I had actually in the original file there is an interview when I do some of the basic sketching work. So this one has actually gotten deeper into the sketching process, as you can see. I do paint on a canvas that is covered with a gesso. 2 layers of gesso over a finish prepared canvas actually. Then I put raw umber and a wash with a wash of turp or turpentine over that. So what you see here is that I then go in and I build light and dark shadows. I actually, in the beginning, I'm using the canvas. The reason that I do that is basically so I don't have to go both ways in a way. I don't have to build both light and dark at the same time. And I think it makes it much more easy. I tried once or twice to paint on a white canvas, and it's just stressful. I think it's way better to have this tone thing. Then the light, the white paint basically comes straight out the first brushwork you put on it. So that is the way I prefer to do it, and that is the way I try to teach people that I do through PATRON or whatever people I talk to about painting. I try to teach about painting. It is to start on a canvas that is darkened. As you can see here, I build this. When I build the painting, I think about it as a sculpture or as a relief, as a 3D, as if I should actually carve a motif from a wooden plate or from a stone or whatever. Actually, I've been wondering about starting to do that, actually carving things out of stone or marble or something like that, and try to actually take a photograph that I created and then just basically build it in stone, or actually use clay as a relief or 3D, and then you of course make a plaster, and then you can do it in bronze or whatever later. So that would be fun to try, to kind of build my paintings in clay or carve them out of stone. But then again, life is short. Sadly, life is very short, and there's just so much you can do with it. And I have so many paintings, so many projects, and so many things I want to do. And I wasted so much time already that with my maybe 30, 40 more years or 30 more years of efficient work I have to put into the most important things.
But I will have this in mind, you know, just do it for fun. I know that I will want to start to do more sculpture, and I would like to build faces and busts and stuff like that of models to get that feeling of building something. As you see, I just keep on adding paint here. Also, when I do paint, I correct everything while I'm painting. I do, as you can see in the beginning, I do not use any projector, or I call it cheating because it's too easy. If you use a projector on the canvas and you kind of draw everything in the first place, the only thing you have to do in a way is kind of fill in the paint. So if you have a perfect sketch, which you will actually get if you use a projector, there won't be that many overpaints and so that many corrections. And I think that my paintings is built from my mistakes. All the corrections, as you can see here, I'm building these roses, and as I keep on moving things, as you can see, I just erase something and then I build it down to the right place. And every time I do that, I add in some of my subjective self into it. All my perceptions comes into the painting, and that is how you build it. You know, when you see brushwork in paintings, you can actually see how the artist himself has been thinking. You can see his subjective manifestations in the form of paint and texture and brushwork and stuff. So that is what you have to look for when you go to these museums. You look for the brushwork. That is what you look for, and how he has been doing it. Now, yeah. So if you see here, I keep on building a light, and now I'm adding more color, more skin color. I start to build more of the details here, and yeah, it's really great. So just gonna stop this for a second. Yeah, I had to stop the recording because I actually put on some food and it kind of burned it. So my studio is now full of smoke again. Anyway, as you can see here, I just keep on adding more and more detail, more and more light, more and more. And also, it's very important to understand lines, shadows. Where do you actually put in some lines to strengthen the 3D effect? Where do you put in the thick colors? Where do you add that? You can't have the same amount of color all over the canvas. You have to choose where you put in the thick layers or thin layers, so that you actually pushes the whole thing in a basically sculptural way. Also, you have, of course, in a painting, you have all the color contrasts, so that is added in. Of course, if you do a sculpture, you don't have none of that, so yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and stuff, and check out my Patreon if you want me to teach you how to paint. And now there will be a short clip of me showing you the painting. It's actually from 2020. So I will give it to you now, and I hope to see you in my next video.
And here it is. You came to the end of this time-lapse video, and I hope you enjoyed. As I did say before in the beginning, check out the main painting lesson in the description, and maybe you can learn something. And remember to give a thumbs up. It's very important. Leave a comment, put on a notification bell, and of course check out my Patreon and sign up for $1 or $5. If you actually do a $5 Patreon, you can win a small painting every month in my Patreon giveaway. And if you do a 30, and I will also actually teach you how to paint You can add me on Facebook. If you do a $30 a month patronage, I will also Skype with you and teach you directly, personally, to paint. So check that out, and if not, just watch my videos, leave comments and thumbs up. See you in the next video.